Hello students, welcome back. Let us solve the ratios problems. As we have discussed the theory of ratios in the last class, please go through it. We have not gone through that. So they are asking the inverse ratio in the first question. First question, inverse ratio is B is to A, that is nothing but 15 is to 11. For 11 is to 15, inverse ratio is 15 is to 11. And the ratios of two quantities is 3 is to 4. Okay. The ratio of two quantities is 3 is to 4. If the antecedent is 15, what is consequent? We know that it is antecedent, it is consequent. So if antecedent equals to 15, then what is the consequent? It is nothing but 4 into 15 by 3, that is nothing but 20. Answer will be 20. The ratio of the quantities is 5 is to 7. If the consequent of the inverse ratio is 5, okay, ratio is 5 to 7, what will be in inverse ratio? 7 is to 5. Then consequent of inverse ratio is 5. Yes, the antecedent is 7. Answer will be 7. Okay, here it is not appearing. The answer is 7. And next, fourth one, the compound ratio of 2 is to 3, 9 is to 4, 5 is to 6 and 8 is to 10. So what is the compound ratio? In compound ratio, what do? We multiply all numerators, all antecedent, and we multiply all consequents. Okay, so what are the antecedents here? Numerators 2, 9, 5, 8. 2 into 9 into 5 into 8 is to 3, 4, 6, 10. 3 into 4 into 6 into 10. Okay guys, you can solve it. I am not solving everything. I am just only trying to tell you how to solve the problems. Okay. And next, what is the duplicate ratio of 3 is to 4? Duplicate ratio is nothing but a square is to b square, 3 square is to 4 square, 9 is to 16. The subduplicate ratio, what is subduplicate ratio? Root a is to root b. So root 25 is to root 36 equals to 5 is to 6. Answer will be 5 is to 6. Triplicate ratio is nothing but 2 cube is to 3 cube. A cube is to b cube. 8 is to 27. Subduplicate ratio, they have reversed the question and give cube root of 8 is to cube root of 27. It is 2 is to 3. So guys, from here interesting questions will start. Ninth answer. The ratio of ratio compounded of 4 is to 9. 4 is to 9 and duplicate ratio of 3 is to 4 and duplicate ratio of 2 is to 4. What is duplicate ratio of a duplicate of 3 is to 4? What is duplicate of 3 is to 4? 9 is to 16. 3 square is to 4 square and 4 is to 9. तो इन दोनों का हमको compound ratio चाहिए. What is compound ratio here? 4, 9 and 16. 4 into 9 is to 9 into 16. 9 and cancel. 4 is to 16 is now 4 1s are 4 4s are 1 is to 4. Answer is 1 is to 4. So 10th one. Tenth answer. The ratio compounded of 4 is to 9. So first one is 4 is to 9. And second ratio is duplicate of 3 is to 4. What is duplicate of 3 is to 4? 3 square is to 4 square, that is 9 is to 16. Triplicate ratio of 2 is to 3. Triplicate of 2 is to 3, what it will be? 2 cube is to 3 cube. That is nothing but 8 is to 27. And fourth one is 9 is to 7. So 9 is to 7. So here what we are supposed to do? We need to multiply all the antecedents and multiply all the consequents. 4 into 9 into 8 into 9. These are all antecedents. 9, 16, 27 to 7. 9 into 16 into 27 into 7 will be the consequence. So this is how you have to do. 11th one also same. You can do it. Okay. And next, 12th one. 12th answer. If A is to B is equal to 3 is to 4, A is to B equals to 3 is to 4, what is 2A plus 3B divided by 3A plus 4B? Students, please remember, whenever you get for questions like this, you just have to substitute A, B here in the question. So in the value of A, you have to substitute with 3. In the value of B, you have to substitute with 4. Okay. However, if the question has 2A plus 3B plus 4, 3A plus 4B minus 3. So if the question has constants like this, you cannot substitute. Okay. If the question does not have any constant, you can happily substitute. So the answer will be 18 by 25. Okay. So this one 18 by 25. So if the question has constants, never substitute. Okay. If the question does not have any constants, then you can substitute. So the similar questions to 12 are 19 and 22. So 19 and 22 are the similar questions. You can happily substitute 3 is to 4 in the 3 in the place of x and y in the 4 in the place of y, and you can find the answer. You don't have any constants in the question. You can happily substitute. Similarly, in 22 question also you don't have any constants. You can directly substitute 2 3 in the place of p and q, 4 5 in the place of x and y. Okay. If you have constants, the question will be different. We'll see the 13th one. 13th one is an example. What you have to do if you have constants. Thirteenth one. Two numbers are in the ratio of 2 is to 3. Ratio is equal to 2 is to 3. Let's say they are A and B is equal to 2 is to 3. If, where is it? If 4 to be subtracted from each, if you subtract 4 from each, the ratio that you get is 3 is to 5. 3 is to 5. The numbers are. So in this case, you just have to take A as 2x, B as 3x. Now just substitute according to the requirements of question. 2x minus 4 divided by 3x minus 4 becomes, if you substitute 4 from each number, it becomes 3 by 5. Now you find the value of x. The value of x you get will be 8. So answer will be A is equal to 2 into 4. Sorry, 2 into 8. That will be 16. B is equal to 3 into 8. That will be 24. So answer will be 16 is to 24. A is to B. So here you have constant in the fraction. Then you have to assume A as 2x, B as 3x. Okay. So you have to solve questions like this. So the similar questions to 13 are 17 and 24. 17 and 24. So you do the questions in the similar manner. And next, let us do the 16th one. Anand earns 80 rupees in 7 hours. So Anand 80 rupees in 7 hours, and Pramod earns rupees 90 in 12 hours. Pramod earns rupees 90 in 12 hours. What is the ratio of their earnings? So guys, I have told you earlier, we cannot compare crores with rupees. Just like that, we cannot compare 7 hours earnings with 12 hours earnings. So what we have to do? Convert into per hour. Convert into per hour. So you need to convert into per hour. If you convert it into per hour, it will be 80 by 7, and if you convert this into per hour, it will be 90 by 12. So you can substitute it. I mean, you can solve this. Okay, I'll solve for you. It will be 80 by 7 divided by 90 by 12, which will become 80 by 7 into 12 by 90. Okay, 0 0 cancel, 3 3s are 3 4s are, so it will be 8 4s are 32, 7 3s are 21, 32 by 21. So that is how you have to solve. Here we have converted it into per hour and then compared both of them. Okay. The similar questions to 16th one is 25th one. Yeah. 25th one is a similar question. You can solve. Here you have to convert the speed per hour. Only then you can compare the speeds of two trains. Okay. I hope you got it. And the next kind of questions are solving questions. So here you have no option but to solve. Those are 20 and 21. Let's solve. I'll solve 20th one. 21st one is easy. You solve it. Okay. So they have said if P is to Q is the subduplicate ratio of P minus x square is to Q minus x square, then x square is. So they ask the question, they ask what is x square. Sorry guys, here the printing was not good. So we need to find the value of x square. Okay. They said P by Q is the subduplicate ratio, matlab root of P minus x square by Q minus x square. Then find the value of x square. Simple, we just have to find the value of x square by solution. So squaring on both sides, P square by Q square equals to P minus x square by Q minus x square. Then multiply, cross multiply, this with this, this with this. P square into Q minus x square equals to Q square into P minus x square. Then P square Q minus P square x square equals to Q square P minus Q square x square. Send this here and send this here because we need to get x square on one side. So P square Q minus Q square P minus Q square P equals to P square x square minus Q square x square. So we'll send this term here. Okay. So P square x square minus Q square x square equals to, we'll send this term here, P square Q minus Q square P. So if I take x square as common and P square minus Q square, it will become x square into P square minus Q square, and it will be PQ into P minus PQ into P minus Q. So guys, we know A plus B, A square minus B square is equal to A plus B into A minus B. So now we can simply cut it and x square value will be PQ by P plus Q. Answer. So 20th question we got it by solution, and 21st question also the similar thing. Okay, you can easily get it. And the other types of problems are, let's go to 14th question. Fourteenth question. The angles of a triangle are in the ratio of 2:7:11. The angles are, first one, what is the sum of the angles in a triangle? Sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So we need to check whether everything in the option given in the options is 180. If we add all the angles, it should become 180. 20 plus 70, 90, 90 plus 90, 180. Yeah, it is satisfying. 30 plus 70, 100, 100 plus 80, 180. Yes, it is satisfying. 18 plus 63 plus 99, it is also satisfying. So everything became 180. Only thing we need to see is whether they are in the ratio of 2:7:11. So option A, 20:70:90, it is in the ratio of 2:7:9. So option A is not correct. Option B, 30:70:80, 30:70:80 is in the ratio of 3:7:8. So this is also not correct. 3, 18:63:99. So can I say 18 as 2 into 9? 2 into 9. This as 7 into 9. 63 is 7 into 9. And 99 as 11 into 9. So everywhere we can cancel 9. The answer will be 2:7:11. Hence option C is correct. Simple. So I'll solve the 18th question also. 18th question. PQ are three cities. The ratio of average temperature between PQ is P by Q is equal to 11 by 12. Okay. And PR is P by R is equal to 9 by 8. Okay, 9 by 8. The ratio between Q and R. So they are asking Q by R equals to how much? So can I say Q by R? I'll write it as Q by P into P by R. Anyhow, PB gets cancelled. It will be Q by R only. So what is Q by P? We know P by Q is 11 by 12. Q by P will be 12 by 11 into P by R. P by R we know 9 by 8. So simply we have to get the answer. 4 2s are 4 3s are. Okay, 9 3s are 27. 27 by 22. So answer is 27:22. Simple. So guys, that is how we need to solve the problems. Thank you for your time. I covered each and every model. So it is up to you to solve the problems. Thank you. We'll meet in the proportions class.